Greetings everyone, Nate here. Welcome back to the vlog. You may or may not know that I am from Michigan. I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and lately it has been incredibly cold with sub-zero temperatures. Last week we had a polar vortex. So today I thought I'd go over some of my favorite things and some of my favorite routines that I've learned along the way while writing my screenplay that keeps me warm and happy, but also keeps me on track and getting a lot of work done on these cold winter days. So let's start off by talking about my favorite beverage while writing my screenplay. Inspiration, motivation, comfort. When I need to get my creative juices flowing, I turn to only one beverage. Coffee, a writer's greatest companion. Alright, I know what you're thinking, coffee, writing screenplays, it's a very cliche beverage, but there really is reasons why it's the perfect beverage. It's hot on these cold days, it's caffeinated, and really I love the routine of it. I love getting up in the morning, grinding the beans, boiling the water, brewing the coffee. It makes me feel like a sense of accomplishment right off the bat, and to be honest, it puts me in a good mood, and it's always best to be in a good mood and ready to go when you're writing your screenplay instead of groggy or maybe not in the best of moods. So moving on from beverages, let's talk about music. So I personally love to listen to music while writing my screenplays. Some people like to write in silence, that's totally fine, but personally I enjoy instrumental music. I rarely listen to music that has lyrics. I find the lyrics to be very distracting. My top music that I listen to is either instrumental jazz, classical music as well, but especially film scores. Film scores are such a great way to get the creative juices flowing when writing your screenplay. If there's a certain genre or there's a certain mood you're looking for while writing your screenplay, think of movies that match. If you're writing horror, I would listen to a soundtrack from a horror movie. If you're writing adventure or sci-fi, I would listen to the soundtrack to the Pirates of the Caribbean or Star Wars or whatever you want to listen to. It's all personal preference. On top of that, I really enjoy the band Sigur Rós. Sigur Rós is a band I've been listening to for over a decade. They are just a beautiful band from Iceland. They have these sweeping soundscapes and so many emotions come to mind when you're listening to their music. So I highly recommend Sigur Rós. Also, some of the film scores that I've been listening to recently, if you want a recommendation or two, I love the soundtrack to Hereditary. If you're writing horror, holy crap, Hereditary. Also another horror recommendation is It Follows, has a fantastic soundtrack as well. Another one that I've been listening to if you're on a more sci-fi kick or something just a little bit more moody, the soundtrack to Blade Runner 2049 is top notch. So check out those soundtracks if you want a little more inspiration, but honestly it's completely up to you what you like to listen to while writing your screenplay. All right, environment. The environment that you are writing in is one of the most important things possible. I don't have a very big apartment. I don't have a very big space to write in. I don't have an office. So I write in my living room and that's where my desk is. So there are distractions littered about everywhere. It's just so easy to want to just play a little bit of video games, or maybe I'll just go get a bite to eat, or maybe I'll just watch a YouTube video. My desk is cornered in my living room, so I'm just sort of facing into a corner. I have everything I need there without any distractions at all, and I just sort of try to not turn around. I just face the screen, sit in the chair, and get work done. And that works out for me quite a bit, but still I get distracted as anybody else does. If you do have an office or a space that you can make out just for writing, it's great to have a place where you can go in there, close the door, and say, this is the room that I'm in. I'm not leaving here until I get some writing done. Another tip, which I think is an obvious one, but some people have trouble with it, is I keep my phone far, far away. I keep it across the apartment, in the other room. I have to get it away from me or else it's going to distract me. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think the phone can be a distraction. So if you can, just get rid of it. You won't even think about it after you get into the process of writing. Foods. What are you gonna eat during your day of writing? You are working for hours on end with this writing thing, and obviously you have to fuel up. It's very important. I like to eat little bits throughout the day and make them healthy. So I'll have a banana, and then maybe an hour after that I'll have a granola bar, and then an hour after that I'll have an orange, or I'll have a piece of bread with some peanut butter on it. Just sort of little mini meals throughout the day to keep you fueled up, to keep you feeling healthy, to keep you feeling good. You don't want to bog yourself down in the middle of the day. Don't eat half a pizza and then try to write. You're not going to. I recommend you stay healthy, always stay hydrated, be drinking a lot of water as well throughout the day. And then for me, once the day is over and I feel like I've really gotten a lot of work done, never feel afraid to treat yourself or reward yourself for a great day's work. So I like to indulge with a nice plate of pasta or maybe a steak and some potatoes or something to just be like, I can relax. I can eat this meal and sit down and enjoy whatever I want to do because you've earned it. Let's talk about taking breaks. I know that some people don't like to do it as often because it can break the flow, the creative flow of writing or what track you're on, or maybe you're just in it and you don't want to stop, and that's great. I mean, if you're in it and the words are pouring out and you feel like you have a flow going, I would say keep up with that, but don't be afraid to take breaks. For me, it's hard to be writing on hours on end. I can't sit there and write for 4 hours straight. I set hour-long timers, so once that timer is going, I can't do anything but write. I'm paying attention to the screen, I'm paying attention to what I'm writing, I'm paying attention to the story. But when that hour timer goes off, I have 10 minutes to stretch or to grab a bite to eat or use the restroom or whatever I feel like doing. It's just something where I have gotten an hour done, I get a little bit of a break. It lets my brain remove itself. But like I said, if that timer goes off and you're in the zone and you're still writing, keep going. Keep going until you don't want to anymore, and then take your break. Also, weather permitting, if you can go outside, go for a little walk, clear your head. You can sometimes feel a little cooped up inside. I know I do, especially in the winter. So go for walks, it always helps me. Short walks. Alright guys, so there's all my tips and tricks that I've learned and acquired over my writing career. What about you? What type of tips, tricks, routines have you developed in your writing career to help you stay on track on these cold winter days? Please leave all your comments down below. And also please hit that subscribe button, also the little bell to receive notifications when I upload. I really appreciate all the support, and I will see you in the near future.